First of all, we have a presentation of memes. Secondly, we have a tier list. This has been lovingly handcrafted by Sophie, during which only a small portion of the time she's had the plague. I don't actually know what's coming up. I don't know if these are going to be my favorite memes, and I like that for me, because otherwise I'll go in with prejudice, you know? I'll know what's in there, and therefore I will just be trying to rank this based purely on the best one that I know is coming up. Whereas this time, I don't know what's coming up. What is our first meme of the year? The pissed off Oompa Loompa from the Willy Wonka's AI-generated chocolate hellscape in Glasgow. Okay, let's go look at our rankings. Our ranking levels are high-end dad humor. I heed. I hoard. Congratulations, you're the winner of the comedy challenge. The world needed this meme. I laughed so hard my DNA changed. Glasgow Willy Wonka. Given that it was such a long time ago, it was like January of last year, the fact that it still has so much, like, gravitas, it still makes me laugh. It's either here or I laughed so hard my DNA changed. I think it's the world needed this meme because it felt like exactly the vibe of a January. I think the Oompa Loompa, the world needed it. Up next.
Come on.
I forgot about, okay. For pure memeability, a single static image of the over at Oompa Loompa is better, but the AI-generated story of this Willy Wonka thing with the unknown coming out of the mirror world, and it's just some random Glaswegian 16-year-old who's had to make up the entire character, traumatizing children. I'm sorry, that, for me, literally changed my brain. Like, watching children be scared of something that, like, wasn't even invented by anyone. It's just nothing. It just really set this year off for the direction that we were going in. No, I love the Willy Wonka.
Good day, sir!
What's number 3?
See how I do my makeup for work? Very demure, very mindful. I don't come to work with a green cut crease. I don't look like a clown when I go to work. I don't do too much. I'm very mindful while I'm at work. Only a little chichi out, not my chocho. Be mindful of why they hired you. Here's your reality check, diva. What's the name you'd like me to make it out to?
I love this one. Jules, the creator of the very mindful, very demure trend. Literally, I have been following her for so long on TikTok, just coincidentally. And then suddenly she's like international news. I love the meme, but I did not laugh so hard my DNA changed. It was just a moment. Do you know what I mean? Everyone got to join in. And I like a meme when everyone gets to join in because that's what makes it a meme, you know? This has to be here, but it's not due to my feelings towards the meme. It's definitely not dad humor. A father could never come up with a concept like that. Up next, cop who arrested Justin Timberlake reportedly didn't know who he was. Justin said on his friend, "This is going to ruin the tour." The cop replied, "What tour?" Justin said, "The world tour." Now this is so important. 1, Justin Timberlake, very, very rich, famous man with a successful music and film career. Still DUIing even though he could afford a driver every minute of his life.
It's gonna be me.
Secondly, this is like the microcosm of how all millennials feel. As we fall out of the zeitgeist, right? We're not the tastemakers anymore. We're like, what do you mean you don't know who Justin Timberlake is? It's basically all of us going, you don't remember 9/11? You've got Justin, once one of the most famous men in the world, now unknown by random police officer. I personally really enjoyed this because Justin Timberlake's career has been just gradually crashing and burning. He keeps producing music that's not terribly good. Britney Spears said he had a tiny penis. It's just not been his year. And then watching him drink drive, get arrested, and then get not like even recognized, that's funny.
They're laughing at your pain.
Do I enjoy it enough? Or does it go, the world needed this? I think the world needed this, but this is also a bit of a straddler for me. But I think the world needed a new chance to laugh at Justin. Up next.
My mother she would give us a hard time sometimes, and she would say to us, "I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?" Coconut, 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 coconut.
Oh. Here's the thing. The Kamala Harris coconut meme that then became the Brat's, like, tied in with Brat Summer, and Charlie XCX saying that she's Brat would have aged so much better if she'd won the fucking election. All it does now is remind us of when there was some hope. There's that dance, I don't know if you saw it, there was a dance that was going viral, called the Apple Dance. And it's essentially a song about how she realizes that she is very similar to her family, and so even though she wants to be somebody different, she's still an apple from that tree. Everyone's just doing a little apple dance, like, you know? I thought it was very funny. I liked it a lot. I thought it was a good meme. I liked it in context with Brat Summer. While it should have been the world needed this meme, she lost, and so now it doesn't hold up as well. She's going in I heed, I hoard. If she'd have won, it would have been higher. Yes! I loved this guy!
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
I'm gonna say one of the things I liked about it is it was kind of a bit of a vintage meme layout. It reminds me of earlier memes. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of giving like troll face, but in a cute, more modern way. I liked what he represented, and I also like the fact that they both look swagged out and look really good. I would put it in here personally. Almost high-end dad humor. You know, the dads, they like a different shirt. They like, oh, look at this guy. That's like me. Oh, you see, I could bloody do it. Oh shit, it is dad humor. That's like when you go into a museum and you see a Jackson Pollock and dad's like, oh, I could have bloody done that. I've done one of those on the toilet, you know, and you're like, oh no. There are Saddam Hussein hiding spots everywhere for those with eyes to see. And it's just a hair. His schnitzel does low-key look like the Saddam Hussein hiding spot. I like that one a lot. So I'm going to put the Saddam Hussein schnitzel up in the world needed this meme. It's not just the schnitzel, it's the whole Saddam Hussein thing. Oh, this was so unhinged.
This week, people are taking the lyrics of Defying Gravity and really holding space with that and feeling power.
I didn't know that that was happening.
I've seen it, yeah.
It's really important for her in that moment to not allow the things that have hurt her, that have stripped her of her humanity, to keep her down.
That is Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. They are the leads in the Wicked musical. They got interviewed by this woman. They are being interviewed non-stop by everybody because this is a huge movie. This woman is just really intense and strange.
Yeah.
No one really knows what was going on. The journalist is asking them about people holding space for the lyrics of the song Defying Gravity. And it's basically about the Green Witch being like, I'm breaking out of this bullshit. She's defying gravity. She flies off. She's like, you can't bring me down, right? It's a pretty straightforward song and metaphor for like breaking away from people who are holding you back by literally getting on a broom and literally flying away. This random woman is like, people are holding space for the lyrics of Defying Gravity, as though those lyrics are like hard to identify. And so then everyone was like, what does that question mean? And then like Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande are both like, oh my God, I didn't know that was happening. That's really intense. But then later, people were like, did you know what she was talking about? They were like, no, we had no idea. And then also, Ariana Grande just holding Cynthia Erivo's finger. People are like holding each other's fingers to be like, I'm supporting you in this really emotional moment. Because it's such a bizarre thing to do. Who holds someone's finger? That is actually the first time I've ever managed to watch that all the way through because I found the whole thing so cringe, I kept turning it off. So I kept seeing it on Twitter, watching a bit and going, oh, that's so awkward and strange. And like, yeah, it's obviously a song about like breaking free from, yeah. I think this is at very least the world needed the meme, and maybe my DNA changed because I don't think I'll ever be able to see a finger being held again without immediately flashing back to this. It's a bit like, you know, the English comedy where like you never laugh, but like it's so uncomfortable you remember it forever. Like The English Office. I'm going to say we needed it because them holding fingers will change my life. Moo Deng! The queen we all needed. I love Moo Deng. She is beautiful. She has the rosiest cheeks. And I love the fact that everyone acted like they had never seen a baby animal before. Everyone was like, this animal is either sleeping or going crazy. That's unique. It's not unique. That's just the way baby animals are. I loved watching her zookeeper perpetually moistening her. I love that Moo Deng means like bouncing pork or something. What does it mean? Bouncy pork, round pork, something like that. Only thing I didn't like about Moo Deng were people who kept being like, oh, she's gonna grow up, boo hoo hoo. Shut up. Like, all these people being like, she's gonna get bigger. Okay. Other people traveling to flipping Thailand to visit her and then going, oh, she was only asleep. Well, you're the one who flew around the world to see one hippo. You can't be mad at her for not, like, putting on a show. She doesn't know you've flown. She doesn't know what a plane is. Did I laugh so hard it changed my DNA? No. Is it realistically probably high-end dad humor? Yes. But I love her. I think she changed the DNA of the year. She wasn't just popular in the UK or in America. She was popular globally.
Mr. Worldwide.
Up next, just a chill guy. It got robbed. It got stolen. It was in the public domain for about 3 seconds, and then just a bunch of fascists took it and made it transphobic and stuff. So unfortunately, I think the just a chill guy has to be dad humor, which is sad because he doesn't deserve it. Even this little face, he's not chill. That's horny.
Now I'm horny.
Up next.
Jesus was seen.
Where, Rachel?
Oh my God.
Show me to me, please. Send it to me, Rachel.
It was literally seen in Ohio.
Please send it to me. Oh, now, please.
Oh my God. This is
Okay,
crazy.
Rachel, which one? Send it to me, baby. Which one? Is it on TikTok?
This woman is insane. They posted a video of her getting her Christmas presents, and it was all random things from the Vatican, like holy water, and she was losing it. Jesus was seen in Ohio is like the funniest thing in the world. Why would it be Ohio? Even if you were the most religious person in the world, and the idea of like Jesus being seen as something that like you live for, the idea that all someone has to say is Jesus was seen, and you're like, I fully believe this. Jesus is in Ohio. No doubt it's happening. And I can find it on social media. Like, it's so crazy. This right here is like one of my memes of the year. It just showed me. Like, some people are just living a different world to me. I hope she's well and she finds whatever medication she needs to get through the day, because something's not right. Ah! Right up there with Jesus, we have Gary Barlow's massive son.
I don't know why they're so big.
Now, this is a very British one. If you're not British, you won't know who Gary Barlow is, I assume. I saw the meme of Barry from EastEnders singing Something Inside So Strong.
We're gonna do it anyway.
Like, I was like, God, even though this is popular internationally, no one else will get how funny it is that that's Barry from EastEnders, you know? Also, Gary Barlow is just really cringe and awkward and insanely memeable. Like, he did, like, that video of him going, this is my idea of a really nice day out.
This is my idea of a very nice day out.
Gary Barlow's son is massive, and it's highly suspicious. How is he a foot taller than everybody else he's related to? Gary Barlow's massive son took Britain by storm. He was like, he made the news. No one even knew he had a son, and then suddenly he's got a 7-foot son. We need a picture of Gary Barlow's massive son with something that we can size him against. We need him like holding an Evian bottle or something. I will say, I loved Gary Barlow's massive son. It was one of the rare memes that you get from being terminally online that gets brought into the real world so much that you can actually talk to like relatives about it. You can say, have you seen Gary Barlow's massive son? They know what a son is. They know what Gary Barlow is. They know what being massive is. I think it goes up here. I think it's more than Heed and Hoard. Because it is dad humour. But I liked it. I felt like it brought the UK together for a couple of weeks before Christmas. 2 more memes.
Do you know them? No. But into clerb, we all fam. What? Into clerb, we all fam. In the club, we are all family. Are you racist?
No.
It's 2016.
What? I didn't say anything.
Let's just try to have fun.
Oh my God, what's wrong with you?
I did not like In the Club We All Fam. Like, I get it. We all know somebody who says stuff and you're like, that's kind of cringe coming from you. But like, the club, I don't know. Well, they said it's 2016. I probably shouldn't judge it because it's old as hell. Oh! The Dussy. What is that? Dune 2 commemorative popcorn bucket, which they decided to make look like a sandworm, which then made it look like a bizarre sexual object. Also, apparently, if you used it when you pulled the popcorn out, the prongs sort of knocked the popcorn out of your hand. So it was really hard to use. I'm sad I don't own it, but also I know it would smell like old rubber and stale butter. And I also don't want to look at it. It is visually unappealing, but it is funny. But it's also only rubbish that's going to go in the bin. I would say when it came to the Dune thing, when I saw that came out, I thought that's quite funny. I went, lol, looks like you could put your dick in it. There are plenty of reviews from people who did and can tell you how satisfying or not it was. I don't think it looks like it would be very satisfying, but what do I know? I think this is our last one. I was in the garden of a pub with the Olympics on when breakdancing came on. And she was one of the first that I saw. And I thought, well, I've never really watched much breakdancing or any. Therefore, maybe this is the best that breakdancing has to offer. And then everybody else came along and showed me that I was wrong. Now, I loved this for a long time because not only is it awkward to look at and kind of embarrassing and weird that it was weird in the first place that breakdancing was even in the Olympics, let alone now that you've got this person like squealing on the floor pretending to be a snake. That was very strange. However, some people did act like it was the greatest disaster to ever happen, and there were way too many think pieces about it, all right? Sometimes someone's just not that good at something and it's not that big a deal, and she's like mid-30s and she's wiggling about on the floor and being a kangaroo, and you know what? It could have been worse. I felt like people took it too seriously rather than for the bit of humor that it was. It was a good meme. I think that serious, boring people tried to ruin it because it was funny. And I would say this is either the world needed this meme. People needed it. They did feel like I could be an Olympian. I could compete and do really badly and embarrass my entire country. And I think it goes here, much like some of these other ones really united the people. I think they felt inspired. They felt proud. So personally, I think for me, this was my meme list of 2024. I actually think we had a lot of really good memes. I think we had a lot of fun, memeable times. I hope that 2025 will be just as good, will be better, in fact. And I fear that with an upcoming presidency of a person who shall not be named, we might get some really good but slightly depressing memes out of it.
Ready? You have the cameras rolling?
I would like to say thank you, 2024. This is the last I will mention of you because you were the most cursed year of my life. Hooray! And we're done. Thank you very much, Sophie, for making that presentation. I very much enjoyed presenting it.